Hi, and welcome for another exciting episode of Hupps Blog. Today is a special day for me. I don't know why, I just felt like it. Hey, if you haven't already noticed something, there's a little something different right... Oh, that's the wrong finger. Here. Yep, right in this general vicinity. There we go. Now what is it? There it is. Compliments of my roommate Tanner and his cousin Kristen and their friend Maida. They thought that I needed a little bit of something in the background here because I guess my background is boring, being plain tan-ish colored. So they made me a sign for Hupps Blog. I know, very exciting. And today's topic is more of a comedy day than anything else. It is the Redneck Joke Day, and I can make fun of rednecks because I are one. I say it all the time. You guys all remember how I did a redneck fix on this computer. So let's get right down to it. Redneck's Magic Elevator. A redneck family is visiting the big city for the first time. The father and son are in the hotel lobby when they spot the elevator. "What's that, Pa?" the boy asked. "I ain't never did see nothing like that in my life," replied the father. Seconds later, an old frail woman walks into the hotel door and hobbles to the elevator. She presses the button with her chain, waits for the doors to open, and gets in. The father and son, still amazed by this contraption, continue to watch. They hear a ping noise and the doors open again. Out steps a beautiful 20-year-old busty blonde. The father looks at his son and says, "Go get your ma." Okay, so for number one, whatever. I guess that works for me. Next one is a redneck cop joke. There's a redneck cop sleeping in his cruiser one night. All of a sudden, he is awakened by a loud crash. The cop gets out of his car and walks up the road a piece when he notices a car in the ditch. "Damn," he says, "there's a car in the ditch." He takes out his notebook and writes "car in ditch," D-I-T-C-H, for his report. He walks up the road a bit farther and notices another car in the ditch. So he writes another "car in ditch." The cop decides to head back to his car to make the report when he notices a head in the middle of the boulevard. "Damn, somebody's head in the middle of the boulevard," he says. He gets out his notebook again and begins writing "head in middle of," then he thinks "boulevard." B-O? No, B-U? No. "Oh, hell," he says, and he kicks the head into the ditch. Alright, next one is Bubba calls 911. Emily Sue passed away, and Bubba called 911. The 911 operator told Bubba that she would send someone out right away. "Where do you live?" asked the operator. Bubba replied, "At the end of Eucalyptus Drive." The operator asked, "Can you spell that for me?" There was a long pause, and finally Bubba said, "How about if I drag her over to Oak Street and you pick her up there?" Wow. My favorite joke of the day is Redneck Home Security. How to install a Redneck Home Security system. 1. Go to a secondhand store and buy a pair of men's youth size 14 and 16 work boots. Step 2. Place them on your front porch along with several empty beer cans, a copy of Guns and Ammo magazine, and several NRA magazines. 3. Put a few giant dog dishes next to the boots and magazines. 4. Leave a note on your door that reads, "Hey, Bubba, Big Jim, Duke, and Slim. I went to the gun shop for more ammunition. Back in an hour. Don't mess with the pit bulls. They attacked the mailman this morning and messed him up real bad. I don't think Killer took part in it, but it was hard to tell from all the blood. P.S. I locked all 4 of them in the house. Better wait outside." Installation complete. And so now we're going to do You May Be a Redneck jokes because I'm not redneck jokes, but how to tell if you are a redneck. Just throw a couple off. You may be a redneck if you have a very special baseball cap just for formal occasions. You may be a redneck if Redmen send you a Christmas card. You think Meals on Wheels is another name for roadkill. The number of times you've seen either Elvis or a UFO exceeds your IQ. Ooh, yeah, I just took a nice shot at some rednecks there. You might be a redneck if you trim your beard and find a french fry. You use a piece of bread as a napkin. You may be a redneck if you wear overalls to save on the cost of shirts and underwear. You might be a redneck if your car alarm eats dog food. You may be a redneck if your horse can count higher than you. And we'll just do one more here because this is getting to be a very long post, and I just want to bring some giggles to you guys real quick. You may be a redneck if your old car is now considered the main storage unit. So I hope you guys had some fun with today's post. Don't forget that I do still have that contest going on. I've had some replies already so far, and I'm still in deliberation. The contest ends on the 25th of August. I'll put a little doobly-doo right here that links you back to that video in case you're not sure what I'm talking about. Remember, any submissions for that contest, you can private message me here on YouTube, or if you are my friend on Facebook, you can do it that way. And until next time, this will be Kyle Hupps signing off. You all have a good night.